Canada has seen several major retail chains shut their doors in the last year, from Future Shop to Sony to Target. It's hard not to notice empty storefronts, but slowly a new group of retailers is moving in from Asia. The ability of these foreign chains to bring customers into stores is making waves in the market, where online giants like Amazon have helped change the way we shop. Joining us this morning is marketing expert Tony Chapman. Yeah, you can't help but notice that. I mean, Future Shop was such a big announcement affecting so many employees.
It is. I mean, it's like this massive earthquake has hit the Canadian retail scene and split it in two. I call it the Great Divide. One side, it's sort of the survival of the cheapest. Price tag. You know, the only thing motivating consumers are very promiscuous is markdowns and price. And the guys that are winning that? Walmart, low-cost operator, dollar stores, and anybody that's a pure play online like Amazon, because they have such a cost advantage. Pick and pack warehouse versus operating a store and staffing it. The other side, interesting enough, is sort of the artisan brands, the specialty retailers, the ones that are helping you enable your life, make you a better gardener, making you more of a fashionista. They're doing quite well, and that's where you're seeing the action happening in retail.
So tell me about who's kind of coming in, because I'm not familiar with it myself, but Muji came into the market in 2014. There's another one from Japan, Uniqlo.
Yeah, so both of those, Uniqlo is kind of, what they're enabling is the sense of, I have to put my life up every second of the day. I've got my selfie stick. I have to look different all the time. And so what they're doing is disposable fashion.
Oh, which disposable?
Yeah, $100. This is not going to last in my wardrobe for years. I just need to look different for the next 6 weeks. So they're constantly changing their inventory. And if they see something on the runway, 6 weeks later, it's in their store. Right?
So they still operate a retail shopping experience. People go in. Do they also do the online?
They do online as well, for sure, but the reality is it's a social experience. They're a parade of girls go in the store, and next thing you know, they've completely redone their wardrobe and their look, and they can't wait to post it on Facebook and say, look how different I am, look what I'm doing today. So that specialty sector has still got a lot of momentum going.
So what about the marketplace in terms of them finding their niche and how they come into this country and expand either quickly or slowly, depending on their business plan?
Well, now that the Canadian dollar, when the Canadian dollar was sort of at par at the U.S., we became a very attractive economy for retailers to invade, because they went, my God, the economy's doing well. We're an oil-based economy. Oil falls, or it changes. But what we're seeing is two things. Again, very few people are coming in setting up stores on price, because that's covered. So they're having to say, I need a niche. I need to have something that's unique and that's different. And I talked about the artisan movement, the provenance. It has to stand for something, where I walk in there as an individual going, I want to create the greatest roses. I want to bring them to my coffee table. I want to talk to my friends about how I did it. So these specialty do-it-yourself places are doing extremely well, because it's very personal. Smaller grocery stores, butcher shops, pastry shops, where you go in there and it's locally grown, or you learn about where the truffles came from, and you get so caught up in the story that you can't wait to go and share it with your friends. And that's where the divide is. Mass, price only. Anybody in the middle, like Future Shop, Jacobs, Target, they're drowning in a sea of sameness. They can't compete.
Tell me, you mentioned Amazon, but tell me the overall impact in the future of online shopping.
Well, it's $700 billion is now spent online, and we're only beginning to scratch the surface. And can you imagine the cost advantage of an Amazon pick and pay warehouse, primarily driven by robotics? They're even testing flying the product by drones.
Yeah, right.
They're
testing that in BC too.
And he's not made a profit in 20 years, and he doesn't care, because he's the owner, Jeff Bezos, worth $42 billion. Why? He's killing category after category. He started intelligently. Why would I need to go to a store to buy a book or a record? Now he's getting into groceries. He's getting into fashion. He's getting into cameras. So you as a consumer goes, I don't really need to see that giant TV screen anymore. I know what it looks like and feels like. Can I buy it on Amazon cheaper?
Yeah.
It's becoming the world's biggest and cheapest vending machine.
Tony Chapman, thank you for coming in.